Hello, today we are going to learn a new topic which is very interesting and very important for IT people. See, I have the server here and today we are going to learn about the basic concept of cloud computing. So my name is Amarnath Mishra and I warmly welcome all of you to our channel, that is Blue Crest College, serial is BCC Broadcast. So what happens in the cloud computing, there are various kinds of clouds are there. We have public cloud, private cloud, organizational cloud, business cloud. So various kinds of clouds are there. Within these clouds, as per the requirement, we used to implement. So cloud is used for platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, services which are required for service on demand. So I have implemented cloud infrastructure over here. So you can see here I have system, this is server. Here it is Dell PowerEdge server. I have two tower server. So tower server is having, so you can see there, this is configured as a failover cluster. So this is configured as a node 1. This is configured as a node 2. We have implemented two servers here. So these two servers are basically functioning as a failover cluster and it is also performing as a cloud infrastructure for an organizational cloud, for a business cloud. So in a production environment, these kind of clouds are implemented. But over that, we have also another type of cloud which is used for the public cloud. For basic concept of cloud configuration, that is, we have various kinds of clouds are there, like public cloud, private cloud, business cloud, organizational cloud. We have configured here a organizational cloud where we have used the Microsoft product, that is Hyper-V and SCVMM. We have the cloud system which is residing at the remote place and we will connect it via network. We will check first connectivity of cloud systems. So with the ping command, so we will ping here, that is ping 10.0.0.1, and we have also one another system. So you can see that it is connection is established, and so we have ping that 10.0.0.1. We have connectivity between the cloud system and the remote system. So we are able to make communication. We will also check the other system which is able to connect or not. So we'll put ping command, that is 10.0.0.2, and it is replying. So both the system is connected and we can see that it is replying also, so connection is proper. So now we can connect to that system which is residing in the remote location via remote desktop. So we'll connect with the system via remote desktop, that is mstsc space slash v colon then 10.0.0.1, and we will connect here. So you can see that the credential is been prompted over here. So it is already in the domain environment. So you can see that the domain name is contoso.com and the Adam is the user, admin user, which will be able to log in to the system. So we'll put the credential. So we'll put the credentials and it will be able to log in. So we'll check. So you can see that it is prompting me to go to the login. We'll put the, and we can see that the cloud system, the node 1 is able to connect via remote desktop. So here you can see that some virtual systems are running over there, because I have already explained you that we are running in the Microsoft platform, that is in a Hyper-V, and in a Hyper-V we have a node 1 which is the host machine that is residing in the remote location, which we have taken the remote connection, and via remote desktop we are able to access this. So you can see there are some systems which is running in the virtual platform, that is virtual systems are there, that is DC is there, system center virtual machine manager is there, server 2k19 is there, and storage is also there. And you can see some of the systems are running over here and some of the systems are off. So we can check the other system also in the remote location. They are also residing in the network. So we'll connect to the another network, another system, that is mstsc space slash v colon, and we will have the IP address 10.0.0.2. So two systems are there. So we'll provide the credentials and we'll be able to log in to the remote system, that is via remote desktop, and both the system are in the cloud structure. And it is also been configured various guest machine, because we know that there are two kind of structures can be deployed, that is one is called host machine and second one is the guest machine. So node 2 is the host machine, and within that these are the guest machine, that is client 22, server 12, server 2k 2012, server 22 is there, server 19 is there, server 12 is there. So these systems are already residing in the virtual environment. In the virtual system, that is a Hyper-V, you can see that we can configure this network as a virtual switch, then virtual hard disk, virtual floppy, virtual computer. So all these are residing in the environment, that is the Microsoft Hyper-V. So we have two systems, that is two nodes are there, which is the host machine, and multiple number of guest machines are there. So all these are included in the cloud structure. So we have connected here with the help of, that is iSCSI initiator. So this is basically used for maintaining the clustering, that is high availability cluster, that is failover cluster. And in failover cluster we have the nodes, which is node 2 and node 1. They are connected with the shareable quorum, that is quorum disk has been configured over here. So this you can see that the IQN 1991, that is basically used for the storage, that is quorum disk, and node 2 is also there, it is also used for the storage, because it is been configured as a failover cluster in a high availability, that is node 1 and node 2. So you can see there the node 1 is there and node 2 is also there, that is 10.0.0.2 is residing at the node 2, and similarly we have node 1. So we will show you that this is node 1 and it is also in the high availability, that is the failover cluster. So here also it is connected with the iSCSI initiator, that is node 1, and you can see that it is targeted node is node 1, and the quorum disk is been shareable quorum is configured with this iSCSI initiator. And we have also configured this high availability in the form of failover cluster. So you can see that freetown.contoso.com, this is the domain, that is contoso.com is the domain and Freetown is the cluster, that is failover cluster. So here you can see that both the nodes are available over here, and we can also check our storage that is residing in the database. So storage pool is also there. In the pool we can check the disk over here. So they are connected in the system. So this cluster is running and it is connected with the failover cluster, and this is iSCSI initiator is communicating between the storage and systems. We have systems like DC is there, domain environment, it is all are in the domain environment. System center virtual machine manager is there, server 2k19 is running there, and storage is running there. So this is the concept which is used for the cloud structure. So this is the basic fundamental structure where we need a virtualization, we need a high availability, we need to connect each other in the physical node as well as the virtual node. And these systems are residing to the remote location, which I am taking via remote desktop. So you can see that these are the remote desktops which is being able to contact the systems which is residing at a remote location. So this is the basic concept of virtualization and the cloud structure. So we will see some more videos regarding this where we will configure the cloud structure. These are the fundamental structure of cloud. So I hope you have understand what is the basic concept of cloud computing. we have seen that how this node 1 and node 2 works, how it is being configured as a failover cluster, and the fundamental structure of cloud structure. So we will also see in later on videos that what is the functional features of Microsoft Cloud and other private clouds and public clouds also. If you want to learn more about this cloud computing and other structures, please visit to our college, Bluecrest College, 77 Wilkinson Road. Thank you.